Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Her Story TV and the Her Story podcast. This is Gertrude Mache here in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. And today I am graced with the presence of yet another fascinating woman. Welcome to our tribe. Please tell everybody your full name, where you're based, how old you are, and share your story with us today.
Hi, everyone. I am Kayshaun Brookes. I am based out of California, and I am 42 years old, and I am happy to be here. And just to share a little bit about me, I am a holistic pain and trauma warrior. I own a luxury skincare company called Renew You Body Butters. We specialize in creating skincare products for those with sensitive skin issues such as eczema, rosacea, hyperpigmentation, body acne, all things of that nature. And we also have an affiliate program. I've partnered with 49 affiliates and one celebrity brand ambassador who's all about bringing more brand awareness to using our products and services. And I teach established entrepreneurs how to start, grow, and scale their own affiliate programs. Now, the passion, me walking in my purpose, this all started from a necessity, a need for my family. So just to give you a little background, I grew up suffering from sensitive skin issues such as eczema, this body acne symptom. It's a long word, but the short word is HS. And my oldest son has psoriasis as well. But, the things that, natural shea butter or cocoa butter, things like that, when it would get out of control, we were able to take care of those things. But what really turned the story of everything was my youngest son. He was diagnosed with eczema as an infant. He was about 2 or 3 months old, and his was very, very aggressive. And not that I'm knocking, Western medicine, because at the time I was actually working as a nurse. I have 20 years of experience in the medical field. So, I was listening to what the doctors were saying. And after 3 years of basically watching my son suffer, nothing was really working. They basically was just giving him steroids and sleeping medication, but he was still shredding his skin, having blood infections. And, I'm watching him growing up, and I'm feeling like, I'm failing as a mother. And then things started to trigger in me where I remembered the issues, the teasing that I went through, or me scarring my own skin. I didn't want him to have to experience what I went through. So I basically started, messing around in the kitchen, mixing the butters and oils, just from my own knowledge of what I used previously. But those things were not enough. It was like I was going to war with his skin because he had multiple forms of eczema at the same time. I didn't even know the human body, could do that. And I had been through nursing school and everything, but it took me a couple of years of just learning about, the different oils, the different butters, what other cultures used, and just the test and trial of mixing and blending and learning, to use organic products, and learning to, the more I dug deep into this skin issue, I learned about how not using alcohols, artificial colors, and, artificial scents and things like that. And those things started to make a difference in his skin appearance. But, I would say it was about a good 50%, back to normal, but it was still, that's a 40%, 40, 50% that still needs to be worked on. And that led me into looking at things holistically, where it wasn't just only what I was putting on his skin. It was, okay, now what is he eating? Making sure the soaps that we use aren't, artificial soaps with the scents and the alcohols and dyes and things like that. What is he eating? His stress levels, just looking at things in a whole. And that is, how the line, basically started. And it took about 3 years, of testing and trialing of him and other people that I was working in the medical field with, having their suggestions, helping their friends and families. But I throughout this journey, I made my products for about 10 years, before I even decided to come out with my business in 2018. So throughout those 10 years, once I seen what it was doing for him, then I started looking at myself. Okay, well, what other natural products could I use for this and that and for everyone in my family? But I made products for a decade. And then 2018 is when my company Renew You Body Butters was born. And it has been an amazing journey, this whole time. I tell people, if my business was to ever, go out of business, I would still be making these products, because we are a product. My family, myself, we are a product of the products. We use everything that we promote. But the ironic change that happened, so I got my business license in 2018, and it just so happened right before then I got in 2 really bad accidents. A drunk driver had hit me on a freeway at 85 miles an hour in April of that year, and literally 56 days later, the prison that I was working at, the gates malfunctioned and crushed me. And so with the combination of those 2 things, that ended my 20-year run in the medical field. And I had just, really had about 6 months of getting out there, of going to vendor events, having my business. So it was just more of a hobby then. So in 2019, when I wasn't working, kind of lost my mind a little bit, because it was like, what do I do now? All I've ever known was the medical field. And here I am with these body butters and bath salts and don't know what to do with myself. And, a voice told me, do what you always done. You're going to network, you're going to collaborate, you're going to build relationships, because that's what I've done my whole life. I have I grew up with drug addicted parents, and learning to survive in that type of environment, I had to do a lot of networking and collaborating and building relationships to make sure I ate, had clothes, all those things. And so that voice internally was like, you're going to do the same thing within your business. And so in 2020, I got me a website, and literally, about 3 months into me having my website, new entrepreneurs, we always expect our family and friends, the ones closest to us, to support us. But I really wasn't getting that type of support, not that they have to, but a transition happened. And March or April of 2020, a stranger reached out to me. And she was like, hey, I like your brand. I like your products. I like your mission. You're not just about pushing products. You're about educating as well. That's the nurse inside of me. And so she was like, can I be your affiliate? And I'm like, I didn't even know what an affiliate was at the time. So I went to some mentors, and they were like, girl, do you understand what's in front of you? You could be like the holistic Mary Kay or Avon, with you having someone, wanting to represent you. So, I went back to them, was like, okay, I like this idea. If you're willing to rock with me as I learn about this and give me constructive feedback where we can grow together, let's do this. And so that taught me how to, network and collaborate and build relationships with my affiliates. And you will not believe, within 3 months, because they were just coming naturally to me. But within 3 months, I had about 12 affiliates. And about at the 6-month mark, by the time that summer came, I had my first celebrity brand ambassador. So, what started off as in just, trying to get more brand awareness, trying to get some little extra sales, turned into me networking with all of these women and building these relationships and finding ways to collaborate with them. We built this strong community. And we are 2 years, into my affiliate program. And I now have 49 affiliates. I still have the one celebrity brand ambassador. I have two more getting ready to come on. Can't really say who yet until the contracts are signed. But who knew, just given a little bit and willing to network and collaborate and build relationships with people would develop into everything that my business has developed into. I feel like I'm walking, truly in my purpose. Like I said, when the accident happened and I left the medical field, it was like, now what? But I still get to use all of that knowledge, all of that experience that I gained through, the struggles of personally and with my family. I get to help those, and also too, I'm very big on educating, as you heard me say. So it's not just about always pushing the products. I even have a eczema support group with the natural solutions on Facebook to teach people, because just personally, with myself and my family, Western medicine, there's a lot of side effects that we've had. So I had to do a lot of research and find a lot of natural alternatives and solutions. And so I'm not afraid to share that information, because I know what works for one may not work for another. I'm not out here, saying my products is the best thing on the planet. I want to give you alternative solutions as well, because you need a toolbox when you're dealing with autoimmune conditions and things like that. Hence, me having the name Holistic Pain and Trauma Warrior. Since those accidents, I've been in consistent therapy. So, I'm speaking more about helping others with dealing and managing with their pain, because, it's a lot to go through. So I look at everything as walking in my purpose. Everything is coming into alignment. And I'm out here, helping others, who want to start their own natural skincare lines. And I'm highly encouraging every entrepreneur, if they don't have an affiliate program, to have one. If you have a product-based business, service-based business, nonprofits, it does not matter what you have. Why grow your business by yourself when you can grow it with a community and leveraging other people's audiences, and, it's something that I've learned as I've been walking on this entrepreneur journey, where entrepreneurs complain about the lack of support, where don't worry about, who's not supporting you. Spend that energy and that time for those who are meant to be with you, because if I would have, I always say it was meant for me not to have the support, or for the people who was supposed to be by my side, for them to leave me and abandon me through everything that I went through, because I was able to hear clearly. I was able to make decisions and take risks, like going into coaching programs and mentor programs. Those people who were around or would have been around, I would have never done that, because I would have listened to them instead of, okay, this is it. This is, there's no turning back. And I'm just so happy, because I have these 49 affiliates, this celebrity brand ambassador. And something that's very key to this that I want you to know, in total, that's 50 people that I'm networking and collaborating with and been building relationships with for the past couple of years. About, I would say, maybe 5. I only asked 5 to be on my team. The other 45, they came to me and asked me. Even my celebrity brand ambassador, she came to me and she asked me, can she be my brand ambassador? And that speaks volumes when you have people come to you and want to be a part of what you have. You know, it's a very exclusive program, but I'm just happy for the journey.
Wow. What a fantastic journey you've been on.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
Now, if you could go back to the younger you,
Hmm.
that young woman who was starting on a journey, not quite knowing what she was doing, how she was going to do it. And if you could go back and give yourself three nuggets of wisdom, three pieces of advice, what would they be based on what you've learned up to this point?
The first thing I would tell my younger self is to believe in yourself a lot more. You know, stop second doubting and looking for reassurance in other people. Believe in yourself, because it was when I started to believe in myself is when I seen a major difference. And the second thing I would tell myself is when you hear those little voices, those little messages, um, don't run from them. You know, like when I, in the beginning, when I was creating the products like the body butters and the oil, body oils and bath salts, you know, that was kind of easy for me. And I heard a voice say, "You're going to create a facial collection." And I immediately said, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Oh, that's going to be hard, way too hard." And 5 years later, you know, in 2020 is when I developed my facial line, and my business is known more for my facial line. And that is exactly how I got my celebrity brand ambassador, because of my facial line. So not running from challenges. That's what I was doing. And thirdly, I would tell my younger self it's okay for whoever walks away, because it opens up the door for those who are meant to take this journey with you. Who you think is going to take this journey with you, most of the time they're not. Be okay and open the door for those who are meant to take that journey with you, because what was it, in 2021, the White Label World Expo found me on Clubhouse, and I had some of my affiliates that I've never met in person flying in from all across the United States to come spend a week with me in Las Vegas. And you know, I'm humble enough to say I didn't pay them anything, as far as I didn't pay for their rooms, their flights, but it was the relationship that we've built over this time. And they believed in me, and they believed in the brand, and they wanted to support me and help me get the brand out there. That is love, you know. And if I would have been focusing on who wasn't there, that experience would not have happened.
Absolutely incredible. Now, you said something really important about seeking advice from mentors.
Hmm.
A lot of times, our default position is to go to family, to friends in search of support, when that support really comes from strangers.
Hmm.
The importance of mentoring. Touch a little bit about that.
The importance of mentoring is very vital. You know, we are comfortable around people who we know, who we trust, because we think that they know best. But, you know, whatever field that you're trying to go into, getting advice from someone who has taken those steps, it makes you not go through as many mistakes. You know, nothing is strictly set in stone. Everyone has their path to take, but why figure it out? Why take the long route? Why make it harder for you if someone who has taken the exact steps or similar steps as you can help make this journey for you less bumpy? You know, they're not trying to just make it an easy cakewalk, because we all are going to have our trials and tribulations, but that mentoring, that coaching is vital. I would not be where I'm at. Like, for example, you know, my dad is very wealthy. but he's into, real estate and life insurance and things like that. And a lot of people just assumed, because he has a lot of money and knowledge and stuff, that he's the reason my business is where it at. And I'm like, no, my dad has absolutely nothing to do with this. I had to go find these mentors and these coaches and investing in myself. We invest in cars and homes, but I noticed as entrepreneurs, we're afraid to invest in our businesses, in ourselves, but it's vital, it's key, and it never stops. It never stops.
Oh, wow. Wow. Now, you are now helping other people. You're shortcutting the process of doing it the hard way, because a lot of times we're all trying to fumble and do it the hard way, right?
Right.
Based on everything you're doing, take us through a step-by-step process. If I was to come to you and say, hey, I have an idea for my own product line, I need your help. Take me through that step-by-step, what you would do.
Okay, so I offer private label and wholesale options. So I would speak to that person, if they want to wholesale my line where I sell it at a discounted price and they mark it up to whatever they want to. But most people who come to me, they want me to customize something for them. So I would speak to them about who is their target market, what are they trying, what is the solution to the problem, that they want to have. And I would customize that product for them. I help take out the guessing game. A lot of people, some people, just wake up and say, hey, I want to start a skincare business. Me, I wasn't like that. I had to eat, sleep, and breathe this for almost 15 years. So you can come to me knowing that I've done all the mixing, all the formulations, all the tests and trials, and have the knowledge and the research to customize those products for you. And I'm offering you, to mentor you, to give you the resources that you need so that you can have a successful launch. That's part of investing in yourself and in your business. So working with me, you get the products that you need. I help you with the packaging, give you resources for your labeling, and help you with, if you want to start your own affiliate program or looking for brand ambassadors, you get the ebook to help with that. You're going to get 30 days of mentoring so that you have a good launch, a good start, so that you're not figuring it out. I had someone a couple of years ago not want to do that, and they tried to customize their own products, but they ended up, burning a lot of people's skin. And it's like, you have to crawl before you walk. And it's a process, it's serious business when you're dealing with these products, even natural products.
Oh, wow. So take us into the future as my last question to you. You are now light years ahead of time. You're 100 years old. You're sitting with your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren under a tree, and you're reflecting back on your life. And if time was an illusion and you could go and speak to the future you, what would you say to this wise woman who's led you to this point?
I would say to the wise older me, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for consistently fighting, and thank you for learning to say, learning to stop saying why me and saying why not me. Like, for example, with the injuries that I've had that I'm still dealing with, a lot of times I've wanted, throughout this journey, I've wanted to quit. It's like, in my head, it's easier to go get a job and just be happy with life that way. But with my injuries, I'm not able to. So it forces me to have to stay this path and walk the steps that God has ordered me. And that's a whole nother mindset, that I didn't even know I had. And I would tell that older Kayshaun, thank you for not giving up. And thank you for, opening up your nonprofits and helping other people in all the difficult areas that you've dealt with throughout your life so that they can have the assistance that you didn't have. So thank you for standing your ground. Thank you for having your boundaries and not breaking them, because it's all for a reason. And thank you for choosing you and for having mental peace. That's what I would tell my older self.
I absolutely love it. Well, this has been a really interesting interview. I'm excited to have met you. I know I need your help in terms of affiliate marketing with my businesses. I'll definitely be in touch. But thank you to everybody who's tuned in today. The Her Story movement is attracting some phenomenal women on the planet. And I will be back again tomorrow with yet another amazing guest. In the meantime, have a fantastic day, morning, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And Kayshaun, I would love to invite you to speak at our next online summit. So don't go away. I want to talk to you before we end. Come back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day.
Bye.